A Sissy at the Campfire by Sissy Missikins, copyright 2026. Part 2. Previously in Part 1. Josh was made to put on a frilly white dress with a pair of frilly white knickers, a pair of frilly white socks, and a pair of black Mary Janes. He was being punished as a sissy for being badly misbehaved. But there was a problem with that, as he was due to go out on a camping trip with his mates. But his mom, Tina, insists that he be punished, and he has a choice to either go on the camping trip as a sissy or stay at home as one. He has also been renamed as Sissy Jessica, and he is to from now on refer to him Mum as Mummy. There now, that's better, said Tina, sounding quite happy with herself. Yes, Mummy, replied Sissy Jessica, but in a reluctant tone of voice. Please, Mummy, may I go now, out camping with my mates? Tina looked pleasantly surprised that her sissy son still wanted to go out, knowing that he would be laughed at and probably teased too by all of his male mates. Yes, of course you can, Sissy Jessica, said Tina very happily. You will put a wig on me so that I at least look more like a girl instead of a boy in a dress? Asked Sissy Jessica in a concerned tone of voice. Tina smiled. Absolutely not. You are not a girl. You are a sissy, and everyone will all see you and accept you as a sissy. Just then Sissy Tina broke down crying. Get it all out. Good, Sissy. I know that this is hard and even difficult for you, but the sooner you accept that above all you are a sissy in every sense, the better you will be, said Tina as she gave Sissy Jessica a soft, comforting hug. She truly cared for Sissy Jessica, but she was not going to change her mind about her son not being a sissy. Sissy Jessica eventually stopped crying. Now are you going to be a good sissy for me and do everything I tell you to do? Asked Tina soothingly. Sissy Jessica nodded her head. Good, Sissy, replied Tina in a happy tone of voice. But Sissy Jessica was anything but happy, but nothing could change that, and it seemed like nothing ever would change anything either. Tina told Sissy Jessica how to talk, how to walk like a sissy. When he was ready, it was time for Sissy Jessica to go on the camping trip with his mates. When they all saw him, they all burst out into fits of laughter. But while at camp, Sissy Jessica tried to convince one of them to give him some of their clothes. Jimmy, you are about my size. Would you please let me borrow some of your clothes so that I can get out of this ridiculous dress, so that I can stop acting and talking like a sissy? Pleaded Sissy Jessica. Jimmy looked at him and then burst out laughing. Seriously? Yes, seriously, remarked Sissy Jessica, sounding though like a complete boy. No way, am I going to give you some of clothes to borrow, remarked the boy called Jimmy. Why not? Asked Sissy Jessica in alarm. You're a sissy now, that's why. So there, replied Jimmy in a matter-of-fact tone of voice. Look, I do not want to be a sissy. If you give me some of your clothes to borrow, I will not go back home. I shall run away. Once I can get a place to stay and clothes of my own, I come over to your place, and I can then give you back your borrowed clothes, said Sissy Jessica in a very desperate tone of voice. Jimmy shot him a long, cold, hard stare. No, I am not going to let you run away. Your mother called ahead and asked me and the boys to take good care of you and to ensure that you return home safely, and I swore on my honor that I will make sure that you do return home, and I am a boy of my word, said Jimmy, sounding deadly serious. Sissy Jessica could believe his ears. You have got to be joking, remarked Sissy Jessica in shock. No, this is no joke. So be a good sissy and accept what fate has given to you, replied Jimmy, who then burst out into a fit of giggles. Sissy Jessica gave up in total disgust and distraught. Nighttime came and everyone gathered around the campfire, roasting marshmallows, dressed as he was, and it being a cold night, Sissy Jessica stepped closer to the fire. Hey, Sissy Jessica, do not get too close to the fire, or you'll set yourself on fire, remarked Jimmy. Sissy Jessica took no notice. He knew that he was stood at a safe enough distance from the fire. Just then his bladder had built up. Oh no, I need to go take a pee, he suddenly said, and in his high-pitched little girl-like voice, which got all of the boys bursting out into fits of laughter. Being dressed as you are, I suggest that you go sit to pee, replied Jimmy in between fits of laughter. Sissy Jessica ran towards a bush and went behind it, He did not sit down. He just simply lifted up the skirt of his dress to go and pee. To be continued.